I just wanted to tell you that I found the Epstein file.
Good. I was just going to ask you about the Epstein file.
Were you really? Isn't that funny? We're both going to say the same thing.
That's fine.
How did Princess Beatrice, afford her 20s jet set lifestyle?
Yes, well, so in 2015, I remember this from 2015 when I was working at the Mail on Sunday, we reported that she took 17 holidays in a year. Oh! And, of course, now, in hindsight, this looks like a very different picture to me. For example, she went to Mexico, met with an associate of Epstein. She went to her parents' chalet in Verbier 4 times. She was holidaying with her then-boyfriend, Dave Clark, who worked for Richard Branson and was paid a 6-figure salary to work for Richard Branson, a friend of Jeffrey Epstein's. And then, later that year in 2015, she got a job in private equity and moved to New York. Now, previously, she'd been working at Sony on a salary of £19,000 a year.
Well, that wouldn't go very far, would it?
This morning, a federal judge in New York is being asked to unseal a purported suicide note by Jeffrey Epstein. His former cellmate told the New York Times he discovered the note tucked into a book after Epstein's first attempt at suicide in July 2019, when jail guards said they found Epstein with a homemade fashion noose around his neck. His cellmate, convicted quadruple murderer Nicholas Tartaglione, said he found a note from Epstein on paper from a yellow legal pad that read in part, "Time to say goodbye." Federal prosecutors in New York said they did not know of such a note, but it appears to be referenced in a 2-page timeline contained in the Epstein files that said sometime between July 23rd and July 27th, NT found the note and claimed Tartaglione's lawyer authenticated the note for legal purposes in January 2020, but didn't say how.
Sometimes the truth doesn't disappear, it just gets buried. Clips, statements, coincidences, fragments of a much bigger story. In a resurfaced episode of Night Court, a strange reference appears, a joke or something more. The Epstein files, mentioned long before it became global news. Coincidence or something hiding in plain sight? Then there are the connections, the kind that exist behind closed doors. Reports, claims, and questions surrounding Princess Beatrice's connection to Jeffrey Epstein. Travel records, financial questions. She was 27, not that young. I think she's connected all over to this Epstein situation. One email shows her asking for £60,000. How did she afford this jet-set lifestyle? She flew there to meet with an associate of Epstein. But where does fact end and speculation begin? And then, the most unsettling part. Jeffrey Epstein's suicide note, found by his cellmate after the first attempt, was hidden from investigators and the public. A federal judge is now being asked to unseal it. He told psychologists he had no interest in killing himself right before he died by suicide. When details don't align, when information stays buried, when powerful names keep appearing, you have to ask, what are we not being told? This is just the surface. The full investigation, uncut, unfiltered, and uncensored, is available now. Follow Knowledge Revolution on Rumble for the complete series, because some stories aren't meant to be shortened.